What is good, Neo family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and answer the question, is Neo going to crash tomorrow? Is Neo going to drop down even more, or are we getting closer to the bottom? Now, before I give any answers and talk about what's going on with the Fed and what Neo put on their Twitter page that makes me still very bullish for the future of this company, before I talk about any of this, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to get a free Neo share. So if you want a free Neo share, guys, this company has so much potential. Please check out the link down below, sign up with the offer down below, and you will have that chance. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Neo, we're down about 2.74% for the day, and we did close around $18.12 a share. Now, even though Neo is dropping, guys, I have not lost my faith in the conviction of this company, but the thing you have to remember is that the entire market is taking a hit. So let's first look at this right here. So look at the fear and greed index. Right now, the market is extremely fearful because it's very capricious. We don't know how this whole Ukraine situation is going to end. We don't know for how long it's going to continue like this. And we're starting to see a wheat crisis across of Europe. We're also starting to see, the price of a barrel of gas really starting to go up to maybe up to $150, maybe even higher. I mean, it's really sad to see this going on. We're starting to see inflation take big hits in the US because of this. We're starting to see it maybe start to go up. So as a result, the Fed realized that we're not in a great position to really raise rates the way they may have had to do it before. So before we would have seen a 50 basis point rate hike, and now Powell looks more concerned, so to speak. So he's probably going to raise it by 25 basis points. That's because of the fact that he has to still address inflation, but the current market's not in a very great state. So Goldman Sachs and many big analysts out there are saying that there's lots of confusion. They don't truly know if Powell is making the best moves for our economy, but that's basically what he's going to do, which I don't think is going to cause the market to crash. In fact, I do think that these rate hikes are already priced in, at least to some degree, and as a result, we are still going to see a little bit of red here and there until we see some big changes come in the Ukraine situation or until something else starts to come. So looking at Tesla, as you guys can see, Tesla's down 4%. AMC's down 8%. I mean, it's red almost everywhere, with the exception of just a couple of stocks. The SPY was down about almost 3%. And then looking at the VIX is well in the green as it's inversely correlated with the market. IWM is in the red, the Russell 2000. We're seeing the NASDAQ down 3.62%. So we're seeing red all over the place. And as a result, this really did cause NEO to drop too. NEO is down 2.74% for the day. As it was descending, you guys can see right here, we hit a low of about $18.04 a share. And I told you guys in my previous video, I saw NEO going to $18, and that is what ended up playing out. Now the question is this the bottom, or is NEO going to start bouncing? So let's look at some technical analysis to get a good answer. So I showed you guys the support we had at 1924 that ended up not holding up. Now, as far as NEO's share price goes, we've been descending for quite a bit of time. But the thing about this is it's very manipulated. Don't forget that a lot of these shares are being redirected through dark pools or off-lit exchanges. And on top of that, it's being attacked by these shorts. So I do anticipate NEO is going to squeeze in the future when shorts start to cover their positions. And that is a video for another day to go into more details about that, because that does seem like it's going to take a little bit more time. But for the short term, what do I think is going to happen? And here's my answer. So from a technical analysis perspective, we're seeing the spread right here from the exponential moving averages. We have not gotten this crossover between the 13 and 48 EMA. So that's an indicator that we're still descending. We also got a sell signal from the super trend. So check this out right here. I'm going to show you how this works. We got a sell signal from the super trend. So if you're trading, traders would sell here. It ends up dropping and dropping and dropping. It starts to run up a little bit. You get a buy signal right here. Then this thing runs all the way up. It starts to descend a little bit. You get a sell signal, so traders would make the profit there. Then it starts dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. There's no buy signal that came. That means that we have a little bit more room to drop, and it does seem like we haven't found the bottom yet. I'm going to use some additional indicators to actually help you out with this thesis, because look at the MACD. If I zoom into it, and actually let me close this real quick. The MACD showed this flip with the 9-day moving average. And we're seeing the histograms turn red and they're kind of spreading out like this. This is an indicator that we have bearish momentum and we're going to continue dropping. Now, RSI went from, where were we? We were around like 48, 46 just a couple of days ago. Now we're all the way down to 25. We're very oversold. So this is an indicator that we're getting closer to the bottom, but it doesn't look like we're quite there yet. Now, the last thing I want to look at is the DMI just real quick once it loads. And the DMI, you guys can see it's spread out right here. We got a flips here, right? When NEO was bouncing back and forth and back and forth. What's happening is the positive and negative lines are getting far apart. See how this like orangish line and the purple line are so far apart? We're seeing the momentum kind of like dropping, and we're seeing the movement and direction just going down, and we haven't seen a crossover from there. So going into the future, I do expect us to descend a little bit more. I think $16 or the $16 range is the next place NEO could end up going to if we do drop pretty hard. But we are getting closer to that support level, right? We're getting very close to that strong support, which we should be bouncing off of pretty soon. So going into tomorrow, I would expect NEO to go to the $17 level. Somewhere in the 17s, we should probably find some support and start to run up after that just a little bit, trade a little bit sideways, and maybe close very close to where we are right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we are a little bit in the red. Now, going into the future for NEO, even though I am a little bit bearish for the short term, I'm still very bullish for the long term because this company has been getting better and better fundamentally. So I want to remind you guys that the reason we're in the red, or at least this much in the red, is because of manipulation, because of shorting, because of crazy things like that that are going on. Check this out right over here. We're seeing the ET7 test drives that are coming out. They're going to be ahead of the deliveries in China beginning of March of the 28th. So that's just a few weeks away. We're going to see deliveries coming out. They also have their earnings report. I believe it's in a couple of weeks. That's going to be awesome too. So I'm very excited for these things. Now, that doesn't mean the share price is going to explode overnight. Just know that they're getting better fundamentally. They're improving all over the world. And the ET7 is an amazing, luxurious car. It's going to be insane. The deliveries are going to come out very soon. They're just getting better and better and better. This is a very good company. That's why it's manipulated the most, because these shorts, these hedge funds do not like it. They don't want this thing to, succeed. And also lots of retail investors have been buying it, so they're trying to keep it down. But are they going to succeed? Like I told you guys in previous videos, look at the reverse repo market. Look at what's going on with interest rates. It's going to be very hard to keep shorting like this. It's going to be very hard to dilute these companies. And eventually, we're going to see some good reversals if you give them the time they need. Now, I also want to talk about this right here. NEO put this on their Twitter page. They stated that on February 28th, NEO had its debut for its Clean Parks initiative in collaboration with Sairam Lake in Xinjiang. I don't know if I said that right, in China, basically, to help protect the ecosystems by providing smart electric vehicles and charge facilities for the area. So they're now improving the environment. They have this new initiative. They're making big collaborations out there, and they're protecting ecosystems. So that's a very great thing that this company is doing. I just want to inform you guys that they have a mission. They're protecting our environments. They're improving the world, and they are not going to quit. So short term, sure, they may drop. Okay, I'm not scared, because in my opinion, it's a very good buying opportunity for the long term. It's also very easy to play options on it if you guys want to do that. It's really up to you though. I'm not giving financial advice, but long term, I believe shorts are going to cover. I believe the bulls are going to take control as the bears are getting more and more exhausted as time goes on. I also think that the shorting can't go on forever, and I do see a very big reversal coming out in the future. So be patient, guys. Do not lose faith. I told you guys where I see the share price going. I do think we're getting closer to the bottom before we start to see a bit of a reversal. But remember, my prediction may not be perfect because it also depends on the Ukraine situation. If Russia announces that they're done with the invasion, they want to de-escalate, it could cause the entire market to run up. So I don't truly know that, but based off my analysis, this is what the technicals are showing. Anyways, thank you for listening. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Neo to the moon, and peace out.